23 minutes now after the hour. We're joined this morning by Coach Matt Griffith, the head football coach and athletic director at Sylacauga High School. The Aggies off last week. Seemed like forever since y'all guys have played.
Yeah, I mean, we walked off the field yesterday after practice, and I told Coach Steers, our offensive line coach, and Coach Collier, our quarterback coach, I said, you know what, I'm just ready to play. I wish we could play, you know, and of course it's today. So, I mean, yesterday I was like, I wish we could play today. I mean, we've had 2 weeks off. Our kids are ready. We're ready to jump at the bit to get back to playing.
What do you try to get accomplished during an off week?
That's a great question. Listen, I'm a little different than everybody else. You know, a lot of people go 3 days. A lot of people keep them in shells. Let me tell you what we do. We know that we don't have to play on a Friday. We are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're full pads. We're old school tackling drills. We're old school. Everything that we do, we go back to the basic fundamentals, and we try to fix what we are doing wrong. We take that week, and like when we get to team, we'll work on the opposing offense and defense. But during the day, it is about sound, old school fundamental footballs and not getting away from it. And I mean, we'll rev it up. Our tackling drills are more intense. Mm-hmm. You know, we might Oklahoma one day. I know a lot of folks don't know what that is, but old coaches will know. And we just get back to the basics. And then the next week, we start really working hard on the opposing team.
During that off week, do you get an opportunity to look at younger players as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because a lot of times, too, now you're coming into a week, you're in game 4 to game 5 when you get that off week. And you've got some older guys you're holding out and get a week of healing. You know, Tashawn Looney, probably all week, he didn't have a carry till about Wednesday as we healed him up a little bit. Mm-hmm. And we had some nicks and bruises, but you are honing in on those young kids, but you're honing in on those older kids too, that you've been playing wrong, you hadn't got it corrected. We're going to get it corrected or you're going to get replaced.
Coming back after the off week, kids had the weekend off and getting back into the swing of things this week. How have you found practices?
Practice has been good. You know, the off week is tough when kids know that they're not going to play. So it's like, you know, you're having to push and push. This week has been really good with all the distractions of homecoming, and it brings a bunch. It's been good. Yesterday was as good a practice that we've had in a while, especially on offense. We were clicking. We ran everything from the sideline because usually I'm on the field when we're doing our team stuff. I got off the field. We called everything from the sideline. So I think the kids are ready. Mm.
It is a non-region game, but still a huge county game between rivals Sylacauga and Childersburg.
Always has been. Always has been. I mean, people say, well, you're not playing a region game. Sometimes it may be more important than a region game to these kids. We told our seniors yesterday, it's the last time you'll get to play Childersburg. And this game stays with kids longer than anything else. Senior-wise, this is the game you'll remember 10, 15, 20 years down the road. Every alumni I've ever talked about can tell you whether they lost or whether they beat Childersburg their senior year.
Yeah. You've seen tape of Childersburg. What jumps out at you about
Well, I mean, you know, they're better. You know, Coach Beverly, you know, they had a tough year last year in his first year. He's come in the second year. He's got a lot of skill kids out. He's got a lot of basketball kids out. The quarterback is very dangerous. He can run. He throws very well. They've got 2 good receivers. They've got 2 hard running backs. They're bigger up front than I've seen them in a while, playing hard. So, you know, they're a good football team. You know, he's going to win some more games. And so, you know, hats off to them. I mean, boy, their stadium's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a long time coming. I'm sure they feel toward their stadium the way we do. So, you know, it's something that we cannot take lightly. We've got to go in and we've got to do our business to be able to beat this football team.
Defensively, Childersburg gave up a touchdown against Elmore County. Their defense seems to be getting better and better.
They are, especially up front. They've got 4 guys up front that I think are playing very hard, playing good technique. Doing things right. He's a little young at some corners. Of course, he's got the same athlete at safety that he has that's just kind of playing center field. So, you know, it's going to be a ball game. It is. It's going to be an old-fashioned Sylacauga-Childersburg ball game. Hopefully we expect a packed house. And, you know, we look forward to it.
Yeah. Sylacauga and Childersburg tomorrow night, kick at 7 o'clock. Pre-game with the homecoming festivities at 6:30. In preparing for Childersburg, you seem to have always been more concerned about how getting your guys ready to play.
Well, but that is our approach to football. It's been my approach a lot of times. Everybody does a good job of preparing for the next football team. I've said that and said that everybody does their homework. The key is still fixing you as the year goes on and making sure that you are running things as close to perfection as you can. We want our offense to hit on all cylinders all the time. It doesn't, but that's what the goal is. And it's the same thing defensively. If you got a kid that tackles poorly and he's all you got, well, by game 5 or 6, is he tackling better? That's coaching. And that's a player getting better. And if you do get that kid better, then you've got a better chance of making tackles. So it is about improving yourself, making sure that you're doing things right. And then when kickoff happens, flip a quarter and let's go at it.
When Sylacauga came into the season, there were some unanswered questions, but there were some veterans coming in here too. Is there any guys who've just kind of jumped off the page at you as, wow, they're really improved?
Well, I'm going to tell you what, we say it all the time. Tim Horton used to say it all the time when Hayes, his son, played. And then years after, he always thought that we did a very good job of developing players in a program that so a kid that may not be very good becomes a good player by his senior year. Tell you something, Nick Price at right tackle, I can't be more proud of a kid than a kid in 9th grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade, and he's still playing B team, still developing, and then he just matures his senior year. He's one of the hardest guys coming off the ball right now. He knows what to do. Very, very proud of that young man.
That's a great story there.
Great story. We used to use Dew Chandler, and I don't know if anybody remembers Dew. Dew was a program player. And we've had them all through the 13 years I've been here of these kids that could have very easily, by the time they're 10th or 11th grade, said, I'm not getting to play. I'm 16, 17 years old. I quit. But they don't, and then all of a sudden everything clicks for them their senior year. It's a great story, and it's a great example in athletics of never giving up, never take that I'm not playing, and just go with it. Make yourself a better player. So, it's a great, listen, I'm proud of him. I'm proud. We've got 4 or 5 sophomores that are in and out all the time defensively that I never thought would be on the field. And they're getting better every week. We're struggling on defense because of the youth, but those guys are getting better.
Sounds good. Coach Matt Griffith, the head football coach and athletic director at Sylacauga High School. The Aggies hosting Childersburg for homecoming tomorrow night. Kick at 7 o'clock. Coach, we'll see you then.
Thanks for having me.
More Daybreak right after this.